Hey friend, can I be honest with you? I'm kind of stressed out right now. There's a lot going on, and yet I feel compelled to make this video because I believe it is going to help you if you're going to watch this video. And if you want more abundance in your life, not just like this prosperity gospel kind of stuff, but like real abundance of goodness. If you want to learn how to receive goodness, how to receive peace, joy, how to receive from God, and how to actually walk in the good things that He so longs to give you, then this video is for you. And you should probably keep watching it. Yeah, because I want to share with you one insight that once I've learned it and started applying it to my life, I started experiencing greater joy, greater peace, and my life just got better. All right, so that's going to be it for the intro here. I think I told you that I'm kind of stressed out at the moment. I'm currently in Portugal on a little vacation, and there's a lot going on. I'm not here for a very long time, but I'm thinking about moving here. And so that's kind of why I'm also here to some degree. I'm not just here to enjoy myself and just for vacation, although that is probably 90%. But I'm also here because I'm contemplating moving to Portugal. Because there's a lot going on in my life right now, and I'm facing a really big decision, and I'm this close to dropping out of school to actually pursue what I think is God-given, what I think is my God-given dream. There you go, of being able to support myself through the work that I do, which is coaching people, working together with people, helping them see lasting change and transformation in their lives, in their relationships, in their relationship with God, in their relationship with other people, and in their relationship with themselves. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about relationships. I'm all about abundance. And every time I say the word abundance, it's actually really interesting. I feel a resistance coming at me. And actually, someone's knocking at my door. 1 second. Okay, so room service just knocked and gave me these chocolates. Thank you for that. Speaking of abundance, right? I don't even need these chocolates, and I honestly don't even crave them. And that's kind of what this video is all about. When you don't want something, and even more importantly, when you don't need something, it seems to appear in your life. That's literally what I wrote in my notes regarding this video. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but there's a map of consciousness by Dr. David Hawkins. And he basically writes about 3 stages. And the first stage is, the lowest stage is needing. I need X, Y, and Z. The second stage is our desire and want X, Y, and Z. And the highest stage, so the lowest is needing something. The second lowest is wanting something. And the third lowest, which is simultaneously the highest stage, is knowing. All right, so when I absolutely need something, I'm kind of declaring that there is a lack in my life, right? I need X, Y, and Z because I don't have X, Y, and Z. When I absolutely want something and I desire it and crave it, I don't have it. I'm also declaring that I don't have it. I'm wanting it because I don't have it. And the third stage is knowing. All right? And this is a very powerful stage. It's the highest stage in this hierarchy, so to say. The third stage is knowing. Knowing that you already have it. All right? That's really, really powerful. When I know that I already have everything that I need, everything that I want, there's a sense of peace and a sense of consistency, joy, and just gratitude that overflows me and overcomes me, right? Because when I am in a state of when I'm in a state of wanting something or needing something, I'm constantly being met by my unmet need. I'm constantly being met by what a clever wordplay here, right? When I'm facing an unmet need, I'm seeing something that I lack. And so if you want more abundance in your life, you kind of have to stop needing or wanting something to some degree. Not entirely, because we humans have needs, and to say that we don't would be very unhealthy, unrealistic, and just not true. We have needs and we have wants. But there's a difference between coming from a place of lack and coming from a place of abundance, and understanding that whatever I need and whatever I need and whatever I want is already mine. Because God is my source. He is my provider. God is my Abba. He's my source. He's my daddy. All right? And so, with that being said, a good father cares for his children. A good father provides for their children. And so, I don't think that God wants me to live and experience a lot of lack. I believe that, yes, this life is hard. It can be hard at times. And I think that we are all faced with many unmet needs. And there are many times when we don't see abundance. But we have to understand that what we see right now isn't necessarily the entire reality. What I'm seeing right now isn't the entire big picture. And so, with that being said, I want to name a couple of examples of unmet needs and what to do with them and how to go about all of this. Fasting is powerful. One of the reasons why fasting is powerful is because it's kind of an active declaration that, well, I don't need food, and I may not even desire food. All right? I have everything I need in God. I'm in God. God is in me. I have everything I need. I have everything I want. That despite not eating food. That's really powerful. Another example, maybe a negative example, and by the way, if your kids are watching this video, please just know that I'm going to drop a pretty intense example here. So I'll give you 5 seconds to maybe turn this off. All right, so the example I want to give is masturbation. Masturbation, well, for many people, it's an unwanted behavior. It's behavior that we struggle with. It's behavior that we seem to not be able to get rid of. And really, masturbation is a declaration of lack. Because when I engage in masturbation, I'm actively engaging in self-pleasure, right? I'm pleasing myself, I'm pleasuring myself, and there's a lack of self-control, and there's a lack of belief in God that He will meet my need for physical and emotional intimacy. I know this is, heavy stuff. And by the way, I'm not saying that masturbation is a sin or that it's not a sin. I'm not going there right now. It's not about that. All I'm saying is that I'm learning and practicing that there are many times there are just many times when I can practice this even myself. I practice this a lot. This idea of, hey, I'm good. I'm not lacking anything right now. Everything that I want is already mine. Everything that I desire is already mine, and everything that I need is already mine. Time may need to catch up, but I don't have to strive for anything. I don't have to strive for clients. Let me give you an example. I am a coach, all right? So I'm a coach, I'm a business owner, and I help people, I mentor people, I coach people to completely transform their relationship with God their relationship with others, and their relationship with themselves in 1 year without having to completely give things up and strive for, change. No, I coach people in a way where it's like change is just a byproduct of a different mindset. And it's very natural, it's very organic. You don't have to like get up and do more things, really, or learn more things. It's in some ways, it's unlearning some things that you've picked up on the way. That's what I do in my coaching work. But for me as a coach, everything that I'm saying right now, it could be kind of applied to me being as a coach, all right? So I'm giving you an example. I don't have to get clients. Because if I have to get clients, if I need clients, if I need people to work with, if I want people to work with, then I'm actively declaring that I am in need and that I have a lack of clients. All right, this mainly, again, Dr. David Hawkins's map of consciousness. There's stages, right? So let's work with the lowest stage, which is needing something. When I need something, I'm actively declaring that I lack it. If I need peace, I'm lacking peace, probably, right? If I need food, I'm probably lacking food. Either way, you can apply this to a million different things, and I feel very clumsy kind of giving these examples, but that's okay. Because I could be like, I need your approval, you watching this video right now. Or I can just be like, well, it is what it is. I already have all the approval that I need. Both externally, but then also internally in my internal world. And so the moment I just take a moment to, the moment I just pause, breathe, and reflect on, hey, I'm already approved, and I don't need to strive for approval. I'm not coming from a place of lack of approval. I don't have to strive for it, I'm not coming from a place of lack. I know that I already have all the approval that I could wish and hope for. And so, as a coach, I don't need clients. If I needed clients then I would I would declare that I have a lack. And that's kind of, a good example would be salesmen, saleswomen, salespeople. They can sometimes come across as very needy. They need you to buy their product. They need you to buy their service. And nobody really likes needy people, right? If we're being honest. Who likes needy people? Who likes it when a salesperson is urging you to buy their product, urging you and putting pressure on you? It's kind of creepy, all right? And so that's kind of the whole point that I'm making here, all right? I hope that you get it the right way. I do hope that, and I'm needing that. By the way, kind of joking here. But to kind of recap, I'm here in Portugal right now. There's a lot going on, and I'm kind of stressed. But I also understand that everything that I want is already mine. I already am the person that I want to become in the future. All right? I already know the person that I want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, more or less, Maybe not perfectly, maybe I don't have the whole picture, but I have a very good idea of what my vision is for this life and for the next couple of years, right? So with that being said, I have a vision of who 40-year-old Vincent is. And so I'm not really just trying to act differently in order to become that person. I realized that, Vincent in 20 years, Vincent in 15 years, Vincent in 10 years is already the Vincent that I am today. And I'm shaping my actions, my habits, my systems, my routines, my behaviors. They're automatically being shaped by my identity because I already align myself with my vision. All right? So there's no need to first change my behavior and then change my identity. My behavior is automatically being changed because I align myself with my identity, all right? And so there's no lack, there's no need. I got my Abba, my source, my provider, and I know that everything I need, everything I want is already mine. And so I can inhale gratitude. I can truly be grateful for that. And I know that this may seem like a lot of hogwash to some people, but I don't think it is. You have to understand and know who you want to be in the future. And then you have to start being that person today and align your life accordingly. Align your thoughts, your actions, well, mainly your actions and your just everything aligns with your identity. And when it does, you become the person that you want to be, and you're that person right now, and you have the things that you want to have. But the first and the biggest step is to get clear on who you want to be, to set priorities, and to then become that person. And I know that this process isn't simple. I said a lot of big things today. I feel like I said, well, big ideas and just some statements that are, that could be contextualized more and all of that. And yeah, this is a journey. And these are big things that I've touched on today. And I feel kind of clumsy making this video. And that's kind of what I alluded to at the very beginning of this video, that I feel kind of stressed because I kind of am stressed. And my flight leaves tomorrow and it's already 7 p.m. and there's still some stuff to be done. And yeah, yet I'm making this video, and yeah, there's a lot going on. And the bottle just fell on the floor. Yeah. The reason, the thing that I wanted to add to all of this is this. These are big things, big ideas. And if you need help, and if you need, you know what I'm saying? If you want help, if you already feel like working together with me would be good for you, if that's something you see, if that's something that aligns with where you want to go, with your vision, and you want to work together with me, then go to thevincentwilliam.com and schedule a free coaching call with me. And it's going to be a real coaching call. It's not just a little sniffle test or a sniff test. It's a real coaching session, and we're going to really dive deep on where you're at right now. And I'm going to help you see, I'm going to do my best to help you see the things that you may not be seeing right now. And so if that sounds like something you want, something that you see already in your life, then please schedule and book a call with me, a free coaching call. And I'll be glad to walk alongside your journey, even if it's just for, those 2 hours that we're going to talk. And if that's it, this is not a sales call. This wouldn't be a sales call. This would be a call where I do my very best to help you. And if you'll want to continue working with me, we will, perhaps. If I also think that it's a good fit, if working together with you would be beneficial, and if I believe that I can truly provide value to you and to your journey, because I cannot help everybody. I can help somebody, but not everybody, right? And so that's why I'm saying, we're gonna talk absolutely for free, and if I feel like I can help you, we may, and you feel like working together with me would be helpful to you in your journey, we may continue working together. So that's just something I wanted to mention, because it's not a sales call, but if it'll be a good fit for both of us, then we may want to continue working together. But really, I want to provide value to you. And if this video was helpful, honestly, can I be honest here? I feel like I talked so much stuff today. And honestly, it's like I said so many things, and I honestly don't even know if what I said makes a lot of sense, because it does make sense to me. But because I'm kind of stressed right now, I'm not entirely sure, and because there's kind of a little bit of a time crunch, I feel like I have not done a very good job at explaining the concept of today. But I'll try. Okay, and so because I feel that way, I'm going to try to summarize it one more time. because you're still watching, which, by the way, you're amazing for doing that. You're absolutely amazing. And thank you for that. So let me summarize it one more time. Try to, at least. So there is a map of consciousness by Dr. David Hawkins. That's kind of what I'm basing this whole thing off a little. That's what I'm basing this whole thing off of a little bit. And this map of consciousness basically says that there are 3 levels. The lowest level is needing something. The second lowest, or one higher, is wanting something. And the third highest and ultimately highest level is knowing. When I by faith know that whatever I ask for is already mine, and when I by faith already know that I don't lack anything because the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want, you know what I'm saying? Everything changes. My whole outlook on this life changes. I no longer feel as stressed. I have more joy. I have more peace. And why is that? Is that because all of my needs are met all of a sudden? No, not necessarily. Is that because all of my wants are all of a sudden met miraculously? No. But the moment I know that whatever I ask for is already mine, especially if it's God's will and all that. I'm not going to go into that right now because that's a big territory, especially for OCDers. That's a big thing, God's will. But it's already mine, and so I can just be grateful. So the key takeaway is, and this is my homework to you, kind of, and it's also a homework for myself here. I'm giving myself homework. It's visualize yourself in 5 or 10 years, or even in a year from today. Visualize the kind of person that you want to become. Visualize the way that they think. Like, what do they do? Where do they live? In the morning when they wake up, what does their house look like? Do they have a dog? Do they drink coffee and go for a run or hit the gym? Do they work on their business, or do they work a job, or do they work on music? Are they a creative, a professional, like an artist? Like, what is it? What is future you doing? What does their day look like? You first have to kind of really visualize who you want to become. And then you start aligning your life with that vision. Yeah. And you break through some fears that are keeping you from living that life. All right. So, and how does lack play a role here? Well, I know right now that I don't lack anything. Everything that I want is mine. Time just needs to catch up. Everything that I need, God will supply. And so I can be extremely grateful. I'm not walking around desperately trying to, get my needs fixed. That's what I talked about masturbation earlier. Masturbation is kind of a response to a need. It's your response to a need. I'm not saying you personally, but it is a response to a need. And in some ways, I think that there could be a level of self-control. Now, if it's a very conscious decision and masturbation aligns with your values, yeah, well then that's completely fine for you, I guess. Like that's not what this video is about. But if it doesn't align with your values and you still do it, then it's like, well, why? Well, there is a lack. There's a lack and there's an unmet need. And instead of allowing God to meet that need in some way, shape, or fashion, you meet it yourself. So there's a lack. And instead of believing that God, who loves you, is going to meet you in that need and meet that need in and of itself, and he's going to provide the pleasure and the intimacy that you long for, the physical and emotional intimacy. Yeah, then I don't know, I just got lost here, but you see what I'm saying? I'm met with a choice. Temptations are wonderful opportunities to practice self-control. They're wonderful opportunities to practice this whole concept that I shared today in this video. When I'm tempted, I can first of all slow down and realize, Whew, okay. I'm being told that there's a lack and that my need isn't met. But is that true? No, it's not true. I know that my needs are met. My desires are met. Keyword no. And you do this by faith. Faith is what it's all about. All right? So, if this was helpful, yeah, consider scheduling and booking a call with me. Maybe we could have a good time. And other than that, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with someone that you think could benefit from this. Again, if this was helpful, I'm happy. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. I am sorry, because as I said, I feel like I explained some of these concepts and ideas very clumsily, and I'm not necessarily proud of myself for not being able to explain them better or not explaining them better. Ability doesn't matter here, but I'm proud of myself for being stressed and making this video nonetheless, because I think it can help someone. If that someone is you, let me know. All right, that's it. See ya. Have a great day. Also, should I leave the beard or maybe join the mustache gang? I have in the past. Yeah, let me know. Just an idea. Oh, and by the way, this is the view. Lisbon, what can I say?